Audiobook titled FairyTales and Pranksters, written by Marco Fogliani, narrated by Subhash Chander, publisher TekTime. Table of Contents. 1. Introduction. 2. The true story of the Little Red Riding Hood. 3. Serena the Mermaid. 4. The Mines of Santa Claus. 5. Scarlet. 6. Geppetto, the Blue Fairy and the Talking Cricket. 7. The Toy Soldiers and the Ballerina. 8. Salafino and the Magic Coffee Pot. 9. Osvaldo the Fisherman. 10. GINO the Postman and the Baby Dragon. 11. BALDWIN and the Princess Toothpaste. 12. PAULINO and the Dragon of the Black Castle. 13. The Mat That Could Fly. 14. Snow White and the Little Orphans. 15. Theodore's Golden Dandruff. 16. Pinky. 17. The Cockerel and his Golden Eggs. 18. The Pen Genie. 19. The Story of a Mannequin. 20. The Sugar Wizard. 21. The True Story of Prince Philip. 22. The Cyclamen Princess and the Blueberry Knight. 1. Introduction. In this collection, I wanted to include all my writings that have to do with the world of fairy tales. Among these, one can roughly distinguish 3 groups. 1. Those in which one can easily find references to specific fairy tales and of which mine, often in a joking tone, can be considered an actualization or a personal reworking. 2. Those that are more original, not only in their development but also in their subject and plot. 3. Those which, in reality, take their cue and inspiration from classic and well-known fairy tale themes and then follow their own path. The first group probably includes Rosella, inspired by Cinderella, the true story of the Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf, Rosetta, inspired by the Little Red Riding Hood, Snow White and the Orphans, based on Snow White, Serena the Mermaid, the Little Mermaid, the Toy Soldiers and the Ballerina, the Nutcracker. Then there is Geppetto, the Blue Fairy and the Talking Cricket, which in modern language could be described as a small sequel to Pinocchio. In the second group, I would probably include Theodore's Golden Dandruff, Baldwin and the Princess Toothpaste, and the Dragon Tales, GINO the Postman and the Baby Dragon, and Paulino and the Dragon of the Black Castle. In the last group, I would insert Salafino and the Magic Coffee Pot, the Pen Genie, perhaps more novello than fairy tale, like most of the tales in this group, inspired by Aladdin's lamp, the Mat That Could Fly, which takes up the theme of flying carpets, Story of a Mannequin, which vaguely recalls Pinocchio and the Tin Soldier, Osvaldo the Fisherman, which takes up the theme of talking fish, and The Mines of Santa Claus, which, although a Christmas tale, has something to do with Hansel and Gretel and with Toyland. 2. The True Story of the Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful little girl with red hair and pigtails. Everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood because she loved to go around in a little red dress with a red hood, a red skirt, red shoes, red stockings, and red vest and red panties. One day Mummy said to her, "Go to your granny's, take this basket and keep her company. And remember, don't stray from the path, don't linger, and don't talk to strangers." In the basket, there were biscuits, a tart, strawberries and cherries, all natural and genuine products for her grandmother, who was old and often ill. She lived alone on the other side of the woods. Little Red Riding Hood set off with her basket. It was summer and there were many flowers growing. Little Red Riding Hood began to pick one, then another, and then another. In a little while she had made a nice bunch, then another, and then another. And as she picked them, she sang happily and carefree. "That little bunch of flowers that comes from the grove, that little bunch of flowers, make sure it doesn't get wet."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?